Yeah. Can I sing now? Fine. Okay. Hello. Hello. How do you say hello? It's zdravo. Zdravo. My name is Eduardo. So today I will talk, and I have this sign here because sometimes I say some bad words. So if you are religious, I'm sorry because I say that. It's just escaped from me. So I'm sorry if that comes out. Today what I'm going to do is talking about this rat. This mouse. No. I'm just showing this video to talk about persistency, right? So I don't know if you saw this video, I think 4 or 5 years ago, this rat going on the metro, and it got like really, really viral on the web. I don't know why, but let's take a look. Why I'm showing a rat carrying a piece of pizza in the metro? Because this guy is us. We are this rat when we work in advertising. Why? Imagine how many other rats were asking this guy, are you fucking crazy? Are you going outside in the stairs of a metro in New York? Everybody's gonna kill you. Or, how are you gonna find food outside? Your place is here. This is impossible. Or other ones saying, man, rats even don't eat pizza. What the fuck are you thinking about? But this guy went out there. He got a slice of the pizza that's like 5 times his size, going down with the slice of pizza like crazy because he wants it. This is exactly what we are. Everybody around us is always trying to kill ideas, projects, our desires in advertising. Not just creativity. We have everyone ideas and projects and something we want to achieve. But people come to us, nah, too much. Nah, it's impossible. Oh my God. So what I'm going to do is I will get exactly these quotes from the people that told me to give up, that told me to, no, this is impossible, or it's not going to happen. I'm going to put exactly the quotes that these people told me, and I'm going to show the work that came out from this work. Actually, my friend that's here, Jean, that started and opened the presentation yesterday, is the same structure. And actually, he's from the same village, same hometown from me, and we should do this presentation together next time, my friend. All right. So, don't wait, just make. This is my title. Some real stories about persistence. I'm going to show real examples, real stories of my life. I'm speaking fast because she told me that I only have 30 minutes and this presentation is for 1 hour. I'm sorry. So, let's see. You need to be a thorn. Why are you going to see these thorns around the presentation? Because this is me. I am this. Like, I go to everyone every day and I do this, and this, and this. I'm insistent. I'm persistent. I don't stop if the people don't make. And I don't send emails, oh, have you done this? Have you called the client? No, I go there, I look into that. Have you called the client? Have you started the project? How is it? Huh? Tell me. I'm doing. Okay, show me. Show me. Show me. It's like, sometimes I walk into the corridor, when people see me, they just escape and hide themselves. Because they know that I'm going to ask them. They know that I'm going to be like, what you're doing for this project? So this is the mantra that I use. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. I think everybody already know this. This is my mantra. This is what I do. I do a lot of shit. Yes. I don't ask legal if I need to go for the idea. The job of a legal department is to say no to you. They are paid to say no to you. Don't go for the legal. They're going to say no. Yes. Then you take care of it. It's all about passion. Everything that I did here was because I loved what I do. I was like trying to pursue my dreams. I'm trying to change my life. I don't do any work because of my boss or because of the client or, I do it for me. I'm going to receive a better salary. I'm going to be promoted. No, fuck the rest. I'm sorry. It's all about passion. And this is how I hire people. I see their passion in their eyes. If they are hungry enough, that's how I hire. It's not just because of their portfolio or because of their work. It's because of their passion, how hungry they are, how nerd they are about advertising, how much they love it, how much they want to eat it. These are the quotes we hear every day. No, this is impossible. It's not going to happen. Forget it. Are you eating soap? This is gold for me. When I hear that, it's exactly what I want to hear. Why? Because nobody did it before. If I had something impossible in my hand, nobody did it before. If nobody did it before, it's a fresh idea. It's a new thing. It's a new world I'm opening. That's why I love it. That's the gold. We should always hear that and laugh at that and make it happen. So, this is the first quote. I heard this in 2009. Okay, you can do it, but I just don't have the money, the Burger King client told us, right? I was with this idea for 1 year in my hand, below my arms, and I presented to my boss, I think 17 times, and he didn't get it because at the time, 2009, Brazil, a lot of people were still doing just print, radio, film, traditional stuff. And this was kind of crazy idea. And he said, man, what do you have here? I don't know even if it's an idea, what you're doing. Please, just give me 10 minutes with the client. I will sell to him. So after 1 year, this client is there in the agency. The vice president, the president, the creative director, they were in a room, sat down, and I was waiting outside. There was like a little window, and I was looking inside, waiting for the meeting to finish. When they finish, they stand up, and I say, enter. Hey, it's in my 10 minutes. You told me that you have the 10 minutes, please. Okay, I enter. Okay, Eduardo, I'll tell the idea. So, the idea was, Burger King, it's different from McDonald's. McDonald's, you go there, it's like 10 Big Macs, you ask the Big Mac, they get the Big Mac, it's yours. Burger King, they make it your way. It's made to order. They do, at that time, for you. So I was in the dentist one day, and I was like waiting for someone to take a picture of me, when you register yourself, and then when they took my picture, Imagine if I put the people's faces on their burgers. So I'm going to prove that's their burger. Boom, bam. And I was telling the client, that's amazing. And then I have the papers. So it's going to be $10,000 for the printer. It's going to be more $10,000 for the camera. We need more $15,000 for the GoPro. We need more like walkie-talkies for the internal communication. And it was like this. But you know what? I got the papers and I'm going to do for free for you. My partner was like, oh, fuck. The president, oh my God. What this guy's doing? What do you need from me? The client asked. I need 2 days in your store. Okay, you have 2 days in your store. All right. So we got out of the meeting. The president, what the fuck are you doing? How are you going to make this for free? Don't worry, we're going to make it. Oh my God, what idea? Allow it to me. I need to make it. So let's see what we made, and then I tell how we did it.
Burger King presents Whopper Face. Burger King sandwiches are made to order your way. But how can we prove this? You ask for a Whopper your way? You get your freshly made sandwich with your face on it.
a foto e você fala bem, eu fico bonito, né?
Your Whopper, your face. Whopper face. Burger King. Have it your way.
Thank you. Yay! Woo! So, me and my partner, we were inside that small, dark space with his camera, my laptop. He was taking pictures and treating on Photoshop at the same time. I was running to the kitchen in the middle of that heat. This guy, this burger, now, yes, don't change it, no, this one. Talking in a walkie-talkie that I had when I was like 12 years old and trying to make all things happen at that same time. These videos that you are seeing here, we changed the security camera with an old GoPro we had. I watched more than 14 hours of recording, and I was separating from 8 seconds to 12 seconds, this guy laughing, to create this edit, and I asked my banner guy that did Flash at the time to create this edit. I was in Barcelona one day, just visiting the country. I met someone that had a good voice, and I say, what do you do in your life? And he said, oh, I do voiceover for Hollywood. I did the Slumdog Millionaire. Oh, my friend, let's take a beer. Oh, let's grab a beer. When I came back to Brazil, can you do the voiceover for me? It's for free. I don't have the money. You are my friend. Okay, he did it. So we did it all with our own hands. We didn't spend not even a cent. We got famous. We got like 4 lines with this idea, my first lines at the time, and it changed my life. I was promoted. I got a better salary. And I said, oh, that works. So I'm going to keep doing it. So the next year, these guys came to me. Now, it's very complicated. It will take several years to make this idea. These lazy coders sometimes say that. And I told, how long? It's going to be around 3 years, I think. Okay, so let's start now. No, I'm serious. Let's start now. And then I walk out. I came back in the next day. So, have you started the project? Which project? Not the one that I told you yesterday. But I told you it will take 3 years to make. I thought you were kidding. No, I'm serious. Let's do it. So after 3 years, that's what we did.
Most people still think mayonnaise is only good for sandwiches. And even though Hellmann's has been successfully teaching new uses to consumers, one challenge still remained: the point of sale. We needed to take advantage of the moment when customers have all the right ingredients at hand. Hellmann's recipe receipt. If there's Hellmann's in your shopping cart, there's a recipe on your receipt. The software was installed in around 100 cash registers at a major supermarket chain. The consumers do their groceries as usual. At the cash register, the software recognizes the Hellmann's bag, quickly combines Hellmann's with other purchased products, and generates a custom recipe instantly printed on the receipt. Beef, onions, tomato, Hellmann's. Fill it with onion sauce. Chicken, parsley, curry, Hellmann's. Chicken fingers with curry. Manioc, sausage, egg, Hellmann's. Yucca balls.
Não, eu paguei, estava recebendo uma nota fiscal e quando eu olhei já tinha uma receita da Hellmann's. Filé de peixe com molho especial. 500 gramas de alcatra cortada em bifes.
Fiz uma colher de chá de sal.
Meia xícara de maionese Hellmann's.
Tem uns alface. É exatamente o que eu tô levando. É muito engraçado.
Pronto, meu jantar está resolvido.
The software was installed in all cashiers for over 3 months. In the first month alone, the sales increased 44% and thousands of recipes were printed, teaching people how to use Hellmann's to prepare salads, meats, sauces, pastas, and even sandwiches.
All right. So this is very complicated, but it worked. Hellmann's started to sell more, 44%. It was my first gold in Cannes, and was really happy at the time. And I started a lot of open new worlds to us in the agency. At the time, Ogilvy Brazil, after we did that, the Dove client asked something similar. They wanted something big as the Hellmans. And then what came up from Dove? The Dove Sketches campaign, everybody knows. It started with these crazy ideas that we made in 2009 and then in 2012 with this one. All right, so let's go to the next one. Why don't you guys come with something that is possible to make? This is what production departments say all the time for us. And actually, I agree with this guy at this moment because this idea was so impossible. Airbnb was launching at that time. You know Airbnb, right? You just rent houses all over the world. So nobody knew Airbnb at the time. It was like 2012. And we needed to do a global campaign and launch. We had some ideas, me and my partner, but we didn't have that idea. We always think, what is the idea of the year? Let's think about the idea of the year. That's it. And we always then we went to a cafe and nothing came out. And then we were coming back and I said, this article we read that you need to go to cafes to have an idea, it sucks. No, it's a lie, it never worked. But suddenly we were asking ourselves, what is the biggest traveler in the world? Coming back home, what is the biggest traveler in the world? Let's do something with the biggest traveler in the world. And suddenly, a lot of birds passed by. And I said, the birds! The birds are the biggest traveler in the world. So let's do something. The idea came in 3 seconds. Okay, let's do something for them. Yeah, let's get the birds that come from South America. They travel 15,000 miles to arrive in North America. And they don't have a place to rest. So let's create a lot of little mini houses, just exactly like Airbnb houses, but bird houses. Let's put in the middle of the way so they can arrive and rest in the houses. Whoa, imagine telling this to the producer. Oh my God, how beautiful your idea, but no, impossible.
Every person has a story, and every space has a story.
48 inches wide on this window.
What makes a home feel like a home to you?
When someone's individuality and personality is reflected in the design of the house.
I love to stay where I feel at home.
So this is a place you can rent?
Yes.
Our spaces should be a reflection of who we are and what we care about. We call it the human stain at my shop, the touch of somebody who's made something. It's the people and their touch that make a home a home.
Every year, millions of travelers arrive somewhere by land, sea, air. All of them are looking for a place to feel at home. Airbnb. So it happened. Yes, we made it. This work, sometimes shit happens. This work, actually, we couldn't submit to any awards because the biggest competitor, HomeAway, his logo is a birdhouse. He said, I'm going to sue you. Okay, we're going to put it down the campaign. Okay, shut up. Okay, bye. So, game over. But we did it. So, last one. No, we don't work for free. Thank you. This is the new business team. Our CEO said that to UNICEF at that time. I was shocked. Because we were in a meeting. UNICEF called us. The refugee crisis happening in Syria. And then, we need an agency to help us because a lot of kids are dying there and people actually are not receiving the kids in their country. And they are kids, they are just kids. Everybody thinks they are terrorists or something worse, and we need to save them. And the CEO says, all right, how much you're thinking to do this? I said, how much? We are UNICEF, we don't have money. Oh, okay, no, thank you. Boom. I was in shock, looking to my partner. I said, what the fuck? He leaves the room. We're still in shock. When he leaves the room, we got the phone, press redial. Hello, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it for you, okay? Yes, yeah. So, what we did was an idea that says, some stories are never meant for children. You know, the fairy tales? We created the unfairy tales. Stories told by the children, the refugees, but we transformed into fairy tales like Disneyland, Disney World, but with not the happy endings. The idea was expensive. How do you make animation Disney style without having money? So what we did, we started to call friends. We had a guy that did animation, illustration. Hello, my friend, can you help us? We have this UNICEF idea. It's a beautiful idea. We need to help the kids, and it's animation style. And he said, look, if you don't have the money, I can do it. It's very expensive. But I have my children, my daughter actually, she's 11 years old. She's learning animation. She can help you. Oh, okay. 11 years old. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, I believe your daughter is going to be an amazing job. Thank you so much. I look to my partner, you're fucked. How she's going to make it? And then, at night, the same guy calls me and say, man, I'm so sorry. I offered my daughter, 11 years old, to do this animation. She will never be able to do it. I will make it for you. Thank you. Oh my God, you're going to make it? Yes, amazing. I learned that day that you would never reject help. Imagine how rude I would be to say to this guy, man, your daughter, 11 years old, do you believe she's going to make it? If I did that, he would never call me back at night. But when we said, yes, your daughter is going to be an amazing job, he felt, I need to call these guys and I need to do it myself. And that's how we make it, the first one, the first animation. And everybody started to help. A lot of people. This guy had a studio, audio studio that make another animation, made the sound for the animation. When we did the first one, we went to a second production company that entered in the project, and everybody in the world suddenly was trying to help and create these animations for free. And we never told anyone in the agency we were making it. Actually, the agency just got the idea they knew that we were doing it when we got to the Cannes stage to get the Grand Prix for good with this idea.
We can't guarantee that you will be accepted here.
No way. You will not make the Netherlands home.
They could be ISIS.
ما بحب أزعل حدا. زعلك بدي أحكي لك قصة طلعنا على البلد.
شفنا جثث، شفنا الدم يعني.
أنا كنت حاسة أنا وأمي نغرق يطب بلا ما حسنا جوا. بدنا نموت ونوصل على ليدي.
Why you use animations to tell the quite harrowing stories of migrant and refugee children.
It looks at the voyages, the incredible journeys of these children through a different light. It doesn't matter what's happened to them. They are children and they need our support.
Giving people the chance of a future, the chance of a life.
What these children go through is heartbreaking, it's heart-wrenching, it's incredibly difficult, and yet their plight, their suffering is often lost in the shuffle.
Syria's future depends on its children, and their future depends on you.
بحب إن واحد يكون معي كويس بحطه بعيني بكون معه كويس.
I like when people are good to me because I will be good to them too. This exactly summarizes this project because it was everybody helping each other, and at the end of the day, the people that participated, they did it for free. They were at the stage in Cannes winning a Grand Prix. The next year, they were receiving calls from everywhere in the world to work, paying. So it's like, it's a good current, that everybody helps each other. And it was a beautiful thing. I have only 2 minutes. Oh my God, no. I'll talk more 10, okay? This is the worst brief ever, the creatives. Okay, it's not just the production department or account or the people that around the creatives that say it's impossible. The creatives say this all the time, right? And this, at the time, was really, really shitty briefing as well. It was for a retail brand. Nobody wants to work for retail, putting prices and everything. It sucks. And the other thing was this retail brand. The briefing was for plus 65 age people. And need to tell them that now Magazine Luiza can split your payments in 65 times. So this is the briefing. And we only had actually $5,000 to make it. So the brand nobody wanted to work for. Only 4 people above 65. That we split the payments in 65 times, and we only had $5,000. We offered to the creatives. Nobody wanted the briefing. No, I have another thing here. Oh, I can't. Oh, my grandma is doing karate. I need to go there and see the show. It's like every excuse they were giving us to not receive the briefing. So what we said, it's like me and my partner said, okay, let's do us. Let's do ourselves. And let's try to prove something that with even the world's briefings, even with the less budget we have, we can make something, and we need to open a new world. That's what they did.
Magazine Luiza is the only department store in Brazil that lets retirees spread out their purchases in up to 60 payments. But how do we communicate this benefit in an innovative way to a target that is still stuck in traditional media? Since retirees are the main audience for crossword puzzles in Brazil, we bought a little square in one of the country's most popular crossword magazines. The question, which department store allows retirees to split their payments up to 60 times? A tiny ad that couldn't be skipped, since they needed to write the answer in order to complete the game. And so, we've managed to create a new way of talking to retirees, a direct, interactive, and cost-effective media that with an investment of only $2,330 reached more than 100,000 people. Plus, it's not every day that thousands of customers write down your brand name in their spare time.
And we saved $3,000. This mini, micro, small ad won the Grand Prix of media that year in Brazil. To see, it was the worst brief ever. So after this, all the creatives wanted, like when we had the briefing for, who wants the briefing for Magazine Luiza? Give me, everybody. Because you opened a new world. And that's exactly what we need to do. We need to go for the impossible. We need to go for the people, the ones that people are not wanting to do. If you get this opportunity, you really create something amazing there, then everybody wants to jump in. It's so easy to create Nike, to create beer commercials, Super Bowls. Who doesn't want that? Go for this. Open a new world. And then you're going to see the return. All right, so this one, I'm going to be quick. Sorry, Ivana. This is too political, it can be done. This was like the most impossible project we did in our lives because actually we're trying to break the American government. You know that in America it's not mandatory to vote, but actually we realize that the voting stations where people vote are in the places where the rich white people live. If you go around the city where the immigrants, black people, they don't have the polling places. They don't have the voting stations there. So what happens is Trump wins. Or it's very hard to see and understand this when you don't have the voice of these people to vote. What we realized when we had this brand, a prepaid phone brand called Boost, that give voice to people, right? We had this idea about why don't we get the stores of Boost that are exactly in these neighborhoods where the immigrants, black people live, the poor and the poor people. Let's do this and transform it into voting stations so that we give voice for them. All right, amazing idea. We called 817 districts in America. Hello, we are from an agency. We want to give people more voice and we want to give more voting stations for them. We are from a brand. Can you help us? Can you give us? What? Like, I have enough voting stations. Why I would give this to you, to a brand, to an agency? Oh, don't fuck with me. Like, get out. We called 817. All of them said no. No, it's impossible, no. And then we hired 32 people to be in the office calling these guys every day. Exactly how I am, we were doing this with the government. Hello, we are from Boost and we want to offer you a store so you can vote. No, these people can vote. After 6 months, no. The account guy comes to me and say, Eduardo, please stop. Stop. Like the client already spent $50,000 on this. People that are calling the brands and nothing's happening. You need to stop. You need to stop. Like, we don't have more money. Like, the client doesn't have money. Nothing's happening. Okay, all right. He was right. And then I came to talk to the creatives about this and see how the perspective changes. Guys, we don't have more money. The client can't pay anymore. 6 months. No. We need to stop. We need to give up. The creative look at me. This is not you. Look, I'm here calling these people until 11 p.m. every fucking day. I even call from my home during the weekend to ask them if they can accept our offer, and you're telling me that we need to stop after 6 months? Are you crazy? Yes, I'm crazy, I'm sorry. So what we did is, hey, this is my credit card. I'm going to pay 1 more week. I gave to the account. Keep these people here. 1 more week. Let's do it. Crazy. The last day, in a Friday, everybody almost like dead, no fingers anymore. Someone said yes. It was a celebration so big, and I just, yes, somebody say yes. Oh my God. And then another one, because of the first, said yes. And another one. And another one. And another one. I don't know what the fuck happened, but you see how energy is? We didn't give up. In the last day, paying with my credit card, someone said yes. Let's see.
There are complaints about the fewer number of polling places.
The racially and economically oriented placement of polling sites is disgraceful.
I spent 9 hours in a gym packed full of hundreds and hundreds of people.
We're the only advanced democracy in the world that systematically put up barriers and make it as hard as possible for our citizens to vote.
Low-income and minority voters face longer lines and have fewer places to vote.
Boost Mobile stores are located in these communities. So we did the unprecedented. We turned Boost stores into voting stations. To make this possible, we had to work within the same system that was suppressing votes. We called 817 counties to find officials willing to stand up against inequality. And on November 8th, people voted at Boost Mobile stores across the country.
So our storefront has been open since 6 a.m. this morning, and voters have been floating in and out.
This wasn't just an election-themed ad campaign. We were actually inside the election process. And beyond our stores, we advocated for the unheard, shining a light on unequal voting access with voting rights groups and election officials, and partnering with top hip-hop artists to inspire people to get out and vote.
To make sure that we're safe, to make sure that we get out there and get our votes out.
Everybody has a voice. Just let it be heard.
That's something, right? You really, thank you. You can change a society with an idea, and how powerful is that, right? And all of that, because of the no's we received, was making us stronger, and we made it. We made it. This project got like 2 Grand Prix, a Titanium in Cannes, and changed my life again, all that stories. So let's just finish. These guys, you know, this campaign, I don't know, probably, because it went really viral. And I'm just talking about success, but let me talk and end with some shit as well, right? So we did this. You know what? Which room is this? Simpsons, yeah. Which room is this? Stranger Things. And this one? Friends. I am saying friends here somewhere? No. I'm saying for real families, right? And every single object on this room is from IKEA. But Warner called us and said, hey, you are from IKEA. Oh yeah, right? You're using our set without paying us? What you're doing? I'm like, oh, we're using a set. Oh, which set? Look, everybody knows this is Friends, no? Oh, but every single object here is from IKEA, even this poster that you can buy for 15 dinars. So we're not using your name, we're not talking about your actors, we're not doing anything. And they said, okay, we're gonna sue you $1.5 million. And as I said before, I don't ask for legal, I don't ask permission. I did it, right? I just did it. But then, thinking about the arguments, how to save the campaign and everything, we told them, yes, yeah, okay, we are a friendly brand, IKEA, and like you guys, we are big. I think maybe people will think that's Friends, you're right, but this is what people think. They connect the dots because they see this as Friends. Because no object there is from your set. Nothing. It's from IKEA. So what they're going to do is, we're going to stop the campaign. We're not submitting to awards, but we're not paying anything. We'll just stop it, okay? And they said, okay. So we did it. It was the most viral print in history. How crazy is that? Viral print. It was the most viral print in history. It went everywhere. The client is famous now. He's speaking around the world because of a print campaign. Because we were brave enough, crazy enough to do it without asking for permission. So, I almost got in jail, but I'm here talking to you, right? So to finish, my last words. Thank you. Don't hide your story of your failures. Use them to succeed. Exactly what I'm doing here. I'm not talking about all the success, but the failures that passed by to get where I got, right? Be a thorn, like I told you, be insistent, be persistent, be very, very annoying. Never accept vanilla. If I make a question here, research, and ask what is your ice cream favorite flavor, the average is going to be vanilla. It's 100%. And vanilla sucks. There's no flavor in vanilla. Don't accept that, please. Do it yourself and for yourself. As I said in the beginning, do it for you. Nobody is interested in your idea and your projects more than you. So you need to start it. You need to kick it off. You need to fight for that. Blood. An idea can change your life. Yes, I think we all saw that, and really, really can change. And every single project that we made and that we got successful, I really got this promotions and okay. To prove you're right, it's the best feeling in the world. To all these people that said it's impossible, when I show this, look, I feel so great. Never accommodate, never forget your passionate self. We grow up, we go in our career, and then sometimes we are very accommodated and ask people to do stuff for us, think about it. Never lose that young guy or girl that's inside you. Always remember you is starting in this profession. Because you forget that, it's over. You need to have that boy, that girl, that passion inside you forever. Trust your people. You never do things alone. You can start alone, you can kick off alone, but you never complete it alone. So every single idea here was with an amazing group of people that helped me create that, think about that, and get better. And everybody that touched it, make it better and better. So always invite more people to help you. Don't avoid them. Receive them. Accept them. There is always a way. There is always a way of creating something. Always a way to create something impossible. Always a way, like you said, like we saw in the mini ad. There's always a way to create something crazy. And stop saying no to people. Oh my God. This is the worst. If I know if something is impossible, when a creative comes to me, I know it's impossible. It's fucking impossible. I don't say no, it's impossible. I say, oh, you believe that you can make it happen? Make it happen. I don't say no. If you believe on that, my friend, go and prove. That's it. You can't cut the hope of a person. You need to keep giving them hope. And actually, you see, a lot of ideas here came from someone telling me the same. No, this is impossible. So why I would do the opposite, right? This is the last slide. From Walt Disney, he says, I like the impossible because there is less competition there. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Woo!